Okay, this is gonna be a more in-depth view on Bound for Glory 2009. Um, Overall, I think the show's biggest problems were there was some spots that the production was the camera guys were kind of late to catch, so it kind of confused you on what really happened. We didn't have a really good angle of the Joe finish. They almost missed the spot with Suicide and Daniels. There was a couple stuff like that throughout the night, and we didn't really get replays or nothing. And it basically felt after a certain point that TNA was rushing some of the cards or some of the matches because they felt they were going to run out of time, which they probably would have if they given every promo and stuff like that. So what I think TNA needs to do next year, probably, unless they have a smaller card, but what I think they need to do next year is really go 4 hours for their biggest pay-per-view, which is Bound for Glory. The same way WrestleMania is 4 hours, I think Bound for Glory should be 4 hours because with 4 hours, you would have had more time to have some backstage promos to build up the upcoming matches, like last thoughts from each wrestler. Um, you would have had the opening promo video building up the match for every match. They did it for some matches only. They didn't do it for the main event. They didn't do it for the Samoa Joe and Lashley fight. And it kind of makes everything that, if you haven't been watching these last few weeks, there has been a lot of great build up in some of these matches. So it kind of, doesn't give the props to those, to that it, deserves. And that's kind of something that makes me look forward even more to the match. Right before the match, seeing somebody cut a promo on their last thoughts, then the opening promo to the match, and then the actual entrances. It's something that really builds up the match a little bit more. So maybe with 4 hours, TNA could space out some of the promos, some of the matches, because some of the matches felt rushed. The Samoa Joe and Lashley match, I think this match had a lot of potential. It didn't exactly reach all the potential that it had. It was good, but it could have been way better. Especially the finish. The finish was kind of out of nowhere. I hope the finish was so flat because this feud is going to continue and they're going to have more matches in the upcoming pay-per-views. But it felt kind of weird, and I didn't really understand exactly what happened. I'll have to tune in to Impact. The Ultimate X pretty much had good timing. That match didn't feel rushed. The Legends title, the end was kind of the only thing weird about the end is that Hernandez didn't get that last string of offense and momentum before Eric Young won. So it felt out of place that Eric Young win. So but I'm very happy that Eric Young won. Don't think I'm not. And that match had good timing. The Beautiful People tag team match got the timing that it pretty much deserved. I don't think any more time would have pulled anything else from the match really. Sarita and Taylor Wilde are built to be the stronger team, so there's no reason why they should go a full 20-minute match or something. They should be the obvious more dominant team. The Full Metal Mayhem got, good timing. It didn't feel rushed at all. It actually went on for a while. Now, the Khan, Tara, and ODB, that also got some good timing, but that was kind of weird. The Couture thing. Lashley and Joe, that's one of the matches that needed more timing. I think Foley and Abyss needed more timing to really build that psychology of these two guys are like about to die. I know some people are already complaining that it's not necessarily as hardcore as they could have gone, that they've seen crazier stuff here or there. And, at first, there were certain moments that I was thinking that too. But in all honesty, these guys are performers, and we can't really expect them to we can't really ask them to really push it to that hardcore limit. I mean, they would be risking their lives. So I think we got a real good hardcore match, a lot of good hardcore stuff, while keeping these competitors safe, which is what we all want at the end. And hopefully that's what all of us want. And it's cool because I was really wondering how Dr. Stevie's gonna put Abyss over as a referee. So Abyss knocked that bastard out, and he actually used his hand to pin, which I like the finish. But I think all of the build up, I don't know, I didn't get that, I didn't feel the emotion in the air in this match, and I thought that I would, and maybe I would have with more time. Maybe there would have been that moment where Foley is bloody as hell, and he's looking at Abyss, who's also bloody, and Foley can't believe it that Abyss is this good, and Foley can't believe it that Abyss is this good, like, and Abyss can't believe that Foley still has it, and then with Foley going over at the end, like, I don't know, maybe more psychology with more time, which goes back to the 4 hour thing. I don't know. That's something TNA should think about. Either that or less matches on the card, which we probably will get anyways, considering that a lot of the people tonight, this might be their last match. Rumors are that Steiner is too banged up to continue. Booker T is gone. Kevin Nash, rumors are he might be gone, but at the same time, I mean, it looks like he could work a good angle with Eric Young, or at least cut some good promos or a good Impact rematch, because he should be pissed off. And at the same time, when he was looking for his new valet, they were promoting that the valet will lead him to the ring for the December pay-per-view. So I'm guessing if they're not done, but we'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, like I said, I think it was an overall great pay-per-view. Now with the Sting AJ match, him winning with basically the Pele, it goes back to last year's Turning Point. But I don't know. I would have liked to see some of AJ's signature moves in there, like more of his signature moves, like the Styles Clash or the Spinal Tap, or something like that. Last year when we saw Samoa Joe and Sting face off, we basically saw all of Joe's offense and we saw all of Sting's offense. So it's beautiful to have that kind of highlight reel of any move you could think of Joe doing, him doing it on Sting. But AJ didn't really use much of his arsenal, much of his moveset. Like, both of his finishers were missing. Excuse me. So I would have liked to see a finish with that. I think the match was great. I really do. But I think a finish like that would have really added to the match. And Morgan and Angle, there was a moment where I thought Angle was really out of this match. Matt Morgan just finished doing the elevator, and I was so sure that Kurt Angle would have been done. And when he kicked out, the crowd, they roared. They were surprised as well. Now I think with the reaction from the crowd, as well as most of the Main Event Mafia losing, and Kurt Angle actually gaining respect from Matt Morgan in this match, and basically wrestling the match as a competitor without cheating, I think we should see Kurt Angle face turn in the future. I mean, Kurt Angle hasn't been face since like June 2007, and I think Kurt Angle face could work, especially after tonight. Now, as for the aftermath of Bound for Glory, the kind of stuff I would like to see for the Turning Point card, possibly a Lashley and Samoa Joe rematch, but give it so much more time. So much more time, and make those guys beat the crap out of each other, like a regular singles match, and just have them beat the crap out of each other, so that when one of them doesn't kick out, you say, yeah, you didn't expect them to kick out. And also, for Lashley's moves, instead of all these strikes, focusing on strikes, I think they should go back to more amateur stuff, like have him basically belly to belly a couple of people, at least a side belly to belly, because that's where strength really comes in, and you can see him pick up Joe high like he did tonight with the Spinebuster. So I think that would work, and it would be exciting. So as for the X Division, Daniels versus Amazing Red, Suicide, Pope, and Homicide in a 3-way. Lashley versus Joe, the rematch. Kurt Angle versus AJ Styles. I would really like to see that. And I think Kurt Angle has the momentum going into this kind of match, especially with the match last week. For the tag team, um, I'm not sure. It's I'll talk about it more in another video, but because I'm running out of time and I'm not a partner. But honestly, I think there's a lot of directions TNA can go with this. So I can't wait to see Turning Point is going to be on my birthday. Anyways, Mr. Black Man 1989. I loved Bound for Glory. I really did. There was just some stuff that felt kind of weird. I think they need more time next year. More time to make everything feel just right. Mr. Black Man 1989 out.